In today's digital age, our reliance on technology has grown exponentially. This dependence brings convenience but also vulnerabilities. Our interconnected networks, a cornerstone of modern life, are under constant threat. Malicious actors driven by various motives seek to exploit weaknesses in these networks. Their goals range from data theft to system disruption, posing significant risks to individuals, businesses, and governments alike. The methods employed by these attackers are constantly evolving, becoming more sophisticated and harder to detect. Traditional security measures like firewalls and antivirus software are often insufficient. These tools primarily focus on known threats, leaving systems vulnerable to zero-day exploits and novel attack vectors. As the threat landscape becomes more complex, the need for advanced security solutions is paramount. Imagine a security guard stationed at the entrance of a building, carefully scrutinizing everyone who enters and leaves. This guard, equipped with knowledge of potential threats, can quickly identify and respond to suspicious individuals. IDS and IPS function similarly, acting as vigilant sentinels guarding the perimeter of our networks. They continuously analyze network traffic, searching for patterns and anomalies that might indicate malicious intent. However, unlike the security guard who is limited to physical observation, IDS and IPS can delve deeper into the digital realm. They examine the very structure and content of network packets, looking for telltale signs of an intrusion. This allows them to detect a wide range of threats, from known malware signatures to subtle deviations in network behavior that might indicate a zero-day attack. The beauty of IDS and IPS lies in their proactive nature. They don't just react to attacks, they actively seek them out, providing an early warning system that allows organizations to respond swiftly and effectively. This proactive approach is essential in minimizing the potential damage caused by cyber attacks. By detecting and mitigating threats early on, organizations can prevent data breaches, system outages, and the financial and reputational damage that often follows. But IDS and IPS are more than just reactive security measures. They are powerful tools that can be integrated into a comprehensive security strategy, providing valuable insights into network activity and potential vulnerabilities. By analyzing IDS and IPS logs, security teams can identify patterns of attack, understand the tactics employed by malicious actors, and proactively strengthen their defenses. This continuous improvement process is crucial in staying ahead of the curve in the ever-evolving landscape of cybersecurity threats. In the realm of cybersecurity, Intrusion Detection Systems, IDS, and Intrusion Prevention Systems, IPS, are often mentioned in tandem. While both play crucial roles in safeguarding networks, they are distinct entities with unique functionalities. Understanding these differences is paramount in effectively deploying and utilizing these security tools. An IDS, as its name suggests, primarily focuses on detection. It acts like a vigilant observer, constantly monitoring network traffic for suspicious activities. Think of it as a security camera system that records any unusual movement. It doesn't directly intervene, but instead raises an alarm when it detects something amiss. On the other hand, an IPS takes a more proactive approach. It not only detects potential intrusions, but also takes immediate action to prevent them. Imagine an automated security system that not only sounds an alarm, but also locks the doors and windows when it senses an intruder. Similarly, an IPS can block malicious traffic, drop suspicious packets, or even sever connections to protect the network. The key difference lies in their response mechanisms. IDS operates on a principle of detection and notification, providing valuable information about potential threats. IPS, however, focuses on immediate action, preventing malicious activities from impacting the network. Choosing the right system depends on the specific security needs and risk tolerance of an organization. The distinction between IDS and IPS can be further understood by examining their operational modes. IDS typically operates in a passive mode, meaning it analyzes network traffic without directly interfering with its flow. It's like a silent observer, meticulously analyzing data packets for any signs of malicious intent. This passive approach allows IDS to monitor network traffic in real time without impacting network performance. It's like having a security guard observe activities without disrupting the flow of people. This non-intrusive nature makes IDS suitable for deployment in various network segments, providing comprehensive visibility into potential threats. In contrast, IPS operates in an active mode, meaning it sits directly in the path of network traffic and can actively block or modify suspicious packets. Think of it as an inline security checkpoint that intercepts and inspects every vehicle passing through. This active role allows IPS to prevent malicious traffic from reaching its intended target, effectively thwarting attacks in real time. However, this active interception comes with a trade-off. IPS, due to its inline position and real-time processing requirements, can potentially impact network performance. Therefore, careful consideration must be given to its placement and configuration to minimize any potential impact on legitimate network traffic. Despite this potential drawback, the ability to proactively block threats makes IPS an invaluable tool in a multi-layered security strategy. Both Intrusion Detection Systems and Intrusion Prevention Systems operate on the principle of network traffic analysis. They function as sophisticated network eavesdroppers, meticulously examining the data packets traversing the network for any signs of malicious activity. However, the methods employed for this analysis can differ significantly, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. At the heart of these systems lie detection engines, the analytical brains that sift through the massive volumes of network data. These engines employ various techniques to identify potential threats, ranging from simple pattern matching to complex behavioral analysis. Understanding these techniques is crucial in comprehending the capabilities and limitations of IDS and IPS. One common approach is signature-based detection, akin to how antivirus software identifies known malware. This method relies on a database of predefined attack patterns or signatures, representing known malicious code or exploit attempts. The detection engine compares incoming network traffic against this database, triggering an alert if a match is found. While effective against known threats, signature-based detection has limitations. It's like trying to identify a criminal using only wanted posters. It's ineffective against new faces. Similarly, this method struggles against zero-day exploits or attacks that employ novel techniques. This is where anomaly-based detection comes into play, offering a more proactive approach to threat identification. Signature-based detection, a cornerstone of many IDS/IPS solutions, operates on the principle of pattern recognition. Imagine a detective meticulously comparing fingerprints at a crime scene to a database of known offenders. Similarly, signature-based detection relies on a vast library of attack signatures, each representing a unique characteristic of a known threat. These signatures are essentially digital fingerprints of malicious code, network anomalies, or exploit attempts. They are created by security researchers and vendors who analyze known attacks and extract their unique patterns. These patterns, encoded into the IDS/IPS system, serve as red flags, triggering an alert when matched against incoming network traffic. The strength of signature-based detection lies in its speed and accuracy in identifying known threats. It's like having a security guard who can instantly recognize and apprehend a wanted criminal from a photograph. This method is particularly effective against widespread malware, known exploit techniques, and common attack vectors, providing a reliable first line of defense against familiar threats. However, the reliance on predefined signatures also presents a significant limitation. Just as a fingerprint database is only as good as its latest update, signature-based detection is only effective against threats already documented and analyzed. New or modified attacks, often referred to as zero-day exploits, can easily bypass this defense mechanism, highlighting the need for a more adaptive and proactive approach to threat detection. While signature-based detection excels at recognizing known threats, it falls short against the unknown. This is where anomaly-based detection steps in, offering a more proactive approach to threat identification. Instead of relying on predefined patterns, anomaly-based systems learn what constitutes normal network behavior and flag any deviations as potential threats. Imagine a seasoned detective who, instead of focusing on known criminals, observes behavioral patterns to identify suspicious individuals. Similarly, anomaly-based detection systems establish a baseline of normal network activity by analyzing various factors like traffic volume, communication protocols, and user behavior. This baseline serves as a benchmark against which all subsequent activity is compared. Any deviation from this established baseline, exceeding predefined thresholds or exhibiting unusual characteristics, triggers an alert. This approach allows anomaly-based systems to detect a wider range of threats, including zero-day exploits, insider threats, and even subtle reconnaissance activities that might go unnoticed by signature-based systems. However, this increased sensitivity comes at a cost. Anomaly-based detection systems, due to their reliance on learned behavior, are prone to false positives. Just like an overly cautious detective might misinterpret innocent actions as suspicious, these systems might flag legitimate network activity as potentially malicious. This highlights the need for careful tuning, continuous learning, and human analysis to effectively utilize anomaly-based detection in a real-world environment. Section 4. The power of proactive prevention. Intrusion Prevention Systems, or IPS, unlike their IDS counterparts, take a more proactive stance against threats. While IDS merely detects and reports suspicious activities, IPS actively intervenes to block or mitigate potential attacks in real time. This proactive approach makes IPS an invaluable tool in a multi-layered security strategy, adding an additional layer of protection beyond mere detection. Now imagine a security guard who, upon identifying a potential intruder, not only sounds the alarm, but also physically intercepts and apprehends the suspect. Similarly, IPS, strategically positioned in line with network traffic, can analyze data packets in real time and take immediate action to prevent malicious activities from reaching their intended targets. The actions taken by an IPS can vary depending on the detected threat and the configured security policies. It can drop malicious packets, block traffic from suspicious IP addresses, reset connections, or even modify data streams to neutralize potential exploits. This active intervention effectively disrupts attack chains, preventing malicious activities from impacting critical systems and data. However, this proactive approach comes with its own set of considerations. The real-time processing and intervention capabilities of IPS require careful planning and configuration to minimize potential impact on legitimate network traffic. Furthermore, the effectiveness of IPS relies heavily on accurate threat intelligence, appropriate security policies, and continuous monitoring to adapt to evolving attack techniques and minimize false positives. Section 1. Snort, the open-source watchdog. In the vast landscape of intrusion detection systems, Snort stands tall as a beacon of open-source innovation. Developed by Martin Roche in 1998, Snort has since become a cornerstone of network security, adopted by organizations of all sizes worldwide. Its popularity stems from its versatility, affordability, and the vibrant community that continuously contributes to its development and support. At its core, Snort is a network packet sniffer, capable of intercepting and analyzing network traffic in real time. Think of it as a digital detective, meticulously examining every piece of data traversing the network for any signs of suspicious activity. But Snort is more than just a passive observer. It's a highly configurable and extensible platform that can be tailored to meet the specific security needs of any organization. One of Snort's key strengths lies in its rule-based detection engine. These rules, written in a flexible and expressive language, define the patterns and anomalies that Snort should look for in network traffic. This rule-based approach allows security administrators to finely tune Snort's detection capabilities, targeting specific threats, protocols, or network segments. Moreover, Snort's open-source nature fosters a collaborative environment where security professionals worldwide contribute to its development. This collective effort ensures that Snort remains at the forefront of threat detection, with new rules and features constantly being added to combat the ever-evolving landscape of cyber attacks. Section 2. Setting the stage Snort installation. Embarking on the journey of deploying Snort as your network watchdog begins with the crucial step of installation. Fortunately, Snort's open-source nature ensures its availability across a wide range of operating systems, making the installation process relatively straightforward. Whether you choose a Linux distribution like Ubuntu or CentOS, or prefer the familiarity of Windows, Snort can seamlessly integrate into your existing infrastructure. The installation process typically involves downloading the appropriate Snort package for your operating system from the official Snort website or your distribution's repositories. Once downloaded, a simple command line execution of the package installer initiates the setup process. The installer guides you through a series of configuration options, allowing you to customize Snort's installation to match your network environment. During the installation, you'll be prompted to select the network interface that Snort will monitor. This is a crucial decision as it dictates which segment of your network traffic Snort will analyze. Choosing the wrong interface might result in Snort missing crucial data or being overwhelmed by irrelevant traffic. Once the installation is complete, Snort is ready to start its vigilant watch over your network. However, before unleashing its full potential, it's essential to fine-tune its configuration, ensuring it aligns with your specific security policies and objectives. This involves configuring Snort's operating mode, defining the rules it will use to detect threats, and setting up alert mechanisms to notify you of any suspicious activity. Section 3. The Language of Defense, Snort Rules. At the heart of Snort's detection prowess lies its rule-based engine, a powerful mechanism that allows security administrators to define the specific patterns and anomalies that Snort should flag as potential threats. These rules, written in a flexible and expressive language, are essentially the blueprints that guide Snort's analysis of network traffic, enabling it to differentiate between benign and malicious activities. A Snort rule consists of two main parts, the header and the options. The header defines the rule's action, protocol, source and destination IP addresses, and port numbers. Think of it as the rule's target, specifying what type of traffic it applies to and what action Snort should take upon a match. The options section, on the other hand, provides the detailed criteria for matching specific patterns within the network traffic. This is where the rule's true power lies, allowing you to define intricate conditions using keywords, operators, and content strings. It's like providing Snort with a magnifying glass, enabling it to scrutinize the contents of data packets for specific byte sequences, flags, or other telltale signs of malicious intent. The flexibility and expressiveness of Snort rules allow security administrators to create highly customized detection mechanisms. From simple rules that detect specific port scans to complex patterns that identify sophisticated exploit attempts, Snort's rule language empowers you to tailor its detection capabilities to match the unique threat landscape faced by your organization. Section 4. Witnessing Snort in action. With Snort installed, configured, and armed with a set of carefully crafted rules, the moment of truth arrives, witnessing its detection capabilities in action. As network traffic flows through Snort's virtual sensors, its rule engine tirelessly analyzes each packet, comparing its characteristics against the defined patterns and anomalies. When a match occurs, triggering a rule, Snort springs into action, logging the event and taking the specified action. This action could be as simple as logging the event to a file for later analysis, or as proactive as dropping the malicious packet, effectively preventing it from reaching its intended target. The logged events provide invaluable insights into the security posture of your network. Analyzing these logs allows security administrators to identify trends, pinpoint vulnerabilities, and understand the tactics employed by malicious actors. This information is crucial in proactively strengthening defenses, patching vulnerabilities, and refining security policies. However, interpreting Snort logs can be a daunting task, especially for large and complex networks. Fortunately, numerous tools and techniques exist to aid in this process. From log analysis platforms that provide visual dashboards and automated reporting to intrusion detection and response (IDR) systems that correlate events and provide actionable insights, the ecosystem surrounding Snort empowers security teams to effectively leverage its detection capabilities. Section 1. A day in the life of SOC. Imagine a bustling control room illuminated by the glow of countless monitors displaying a constant stream of data. This is the Security Operations Center, SOC, the nerve center of an organization's cybersecurity defenses. Here, a team of dedicated analysts tirelessly monitors for threats, their eyes constantly scanning for any sign of suspicious activity. The atmosphere is one of focused intensity, a constant hum of activity, as analysts sift through mountains of log data, network traffic patterns, and security alerts. They are the digital detectives of the modern age, tasked with identifying and neutralizing cyber threats before they can wreak havoc on the organization's valuable data and systems. Their tools are sophisticated and varied, ranging from Intrusion Detection and Prevention Systems, IDS, IPS, that act as the first line of defense to security information and event management (CM) systems that aggregate and correlate data from various sources, providing a holistic view of the security landscape. The SOC operates around the clock, a 24/7 vigil against the ever-present threat of cyber attacks. Every alert, every anomaly, every deviation from the norm is scrutinized, analyzed, and investigated, for in the world of cybersecurity, complacency is not an option. Section 2. The Alert, a glimmer in the data stream. Amidst the constant hum of activity in the SOC, a new alert flashes across the screen, a blip on the radar of an analyst's attention. It's a signature match from the Intrusion Detection System, indicating a potential port scan originating from an external IP address. The analyst's eyes narrow, their focus instantly drawn to the details of the alert. They recognize the signature, a common tactic employed by attackers to probe for vulnerabilities in a target network. It's a low-level threat, often automated, but it could be the precursor to a more sophisticated attack. With practiced efficiency, the analyst initiates the investigation process. They delve into the logs, tracing the source IP address back to its origin, analyzing the frequency and pattern of the port scan, and cross-referencing with threat intelligence feeds to assess the potential risk. Every piece of information is crucial, like breadcrumbs leading to a potential intruder. The analyst's mind races, connecting the dots, building a picture of the potential threat, and formulating a plan of action. Section 3. The Investigation, piecing together the puzzle. The investigation deepens as the analyst delves further into the network traffic logs. They discover that the initial port scan was followed by a series of connection attempts to a specific server, targeting a vulnerable version of a web application. The pieces of the puzzle begin to fall into place. This is no longer just a random port scan, it's a targeted attack, a deliberate attempt to exploit a known vulnerability. The analyst's suspicions are confirmed when they discover a spike in database read requests originating from the targeted server, indicating a potential data breach. Time is of the essence. The analyst escalates the incident to a senior team member, providing a concise and detailed report of their findings. Together, they formulate a containment and mitigation strategy, prioritizing the protection of critical assets and minimizing the potential impact of the attack. The SOC springs into action, a well-oiled machine responding to the imminent threat. Firewalls are reconfigured to block traffic from the malicious IP address. The vulnerable server is isolated from the network, and a forensic investigation is launched to assess the extent of the breach and identify the data potentially compromised. Section 4. Threat confirmed, mitigation and response. The forensic investigation confirms the analyst's suspicions. The attacker, leveraging the vulnerability in the web application, gained unauthorized access to the server and successfully exfiltrated a portion of the database containing sensitive customer information. The news is grim, but the SOC team remains focused. They work tirelessly to mitigate the damage, following established incident response protocols. The compromised server is rebuilt from a secure backup, security patches are applied to all affected systems, and user accounts with suspicious activity are disabled. The breach is contained, the immediate threat neutralized, but the work is far from over. The SOC team now faces the daunting task of notifying affected parties, complying with regulatory requirements, and conducting a thorough post-mortem analysis to identify the root cause of the breach and prevent similar incidents from occurring in the future. This incident, though unfortunate, serves as a stark reminder of the importance of a robust cybersecurity posture. It highlights the critical role of intrusion detection and prevention systems, the expertise of skilled security analysts, and the need for a well-defined incident response plan. Section 5. Lessons learned, the value of vigilance. In the aftermath of the attack, the SOC team gathers to dissect the incident, analyzing every decision, every action, and every missed opportunity. The goal is not to assign blame, but to learn from the experience and emerge stronger, better prepared to face future threats. They review the logs, scrutinize the alerts, and retrace the attacker's steps, identifying areas where their defenses held strong and where they proved vulnerable. The initial port scan, though seemingly insignificant at the time, served as a crucial warning sign, a harbinger of the attack to come. The incident highlights the importance of proactive threat hunting, of not just reacting to alerts but actively searching for indicators of compromise within their environment. It reinforces the need for continuous security awareness training, ensuring that all employees are vigilant against phishing attempts and other social engineering tactics. Most importantly, it underscores the value of a well-defined incident response plan, a clear and concise roadmap for navigating the chaos of a security breach. A well-rehearsed plan, coupled with effective communication and collaboration, can mean the difference between a contained incident and a full-blown disaster. Section 6, the never-ending cycle. Adapt and overcome. The world of cybersecurity is a constant arms race, a never-ending cycle of attack and defense. As attackers develop new tactics and techniques, defenders must adapt and evolve, constantly strengthening their defenses and refining their strategies. Intrusion detection and prevention systems, once considered cutting-edge, are now essential components of a multi-layered security approach, but they are not silver bullets. Their effectiveness relies on accurate threat intelligence, proper configuration, and the expertise of skilled security professionals. The battle against cyber threats is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires vigilance, adaptability, and a commitment to continuous improvement. By embracing a proactive security posture, investing in robust technologies, and fostering a culture of security awareness, organizations can navigate the treacherous waters of the digital age and emerge stronger, more resilient, and better prepared to face the challenges that lie ahead. The journey to mastering IDS and IPS is an ongoing process, a continuous cycle of learning, adaptation, and refinement. By embracing this journey, organizations can transform their security posture from reactive to proactive, effectively mitigating risks and safeguarding their most valuable assets in an increasingly interconnected and threat-filled world. Section 1. The indispensable role of intrusion detection and prevention. In the ever-evolving landscape of cyber threats, where malicious actors constantly seek new vulnerabilities to exploit, the importance of robust security measures cannot be overstated. Intrusion Detection Systems, IDS, and Intrusion Prevention Systems, IPS, have emerged as indispensable tools in a modern security arsenal, providing a crucial layer of defense against increasingly sophisticated attacks. As we have explored throughout this essay, IDS and IPS act as vigilant guardians, tirelessly monitoring network traffic for any sign of suspicious activity. They are the eyes and ears of our digital infrastructure, alerting us to potential threats and providing valuable insights into the tactics employed by malicious actors. From the simple port scan to the complex multi-stage attack, IDS and IPS are equipped to detect a wide range of threats, providing early warning signs that allow security teams to respond swiftly and effectively. Their ability to identify both known attack signatures and anomalous behavior patterns makes them invaluable assets in the fight against both common and emerging cyber threats. However, it is crucial to remember that IDS and IPS are not simply plug-and-play solutions. Their effectiveness hinges on proper deployment, configuration, and ongoing management. Understanding the strengths and limitations of each system, selecting the right tools for the specific security needs of an organization, and ensuring proper integration with other security measures are crucial steps in maximizing their effectiveness. Section 2. Stepping into proactive defense. The journey to mastering IDS and IPS is not a destination but an ongoing process, a continuous cycle of learning, adaptation, and refinement. As the threat landscape evolves, so too must our security posture, embracing a proactive approach that anticipates and mitigates risks before they can materialize into full-blown breaches. Investing in robust IDS and IPS solutions is just the first step. Equally important is the cultivation of a security-conscious culture within organizations. Regular security awareness training for employees, fostering a collaborative environment where security concerns are openly discussed, and establishing clear incident response protocols are all crucial elements of a comprehensive security strategy. The insights provided by IDS and IPS, coupled with the expertise of skilled security professionals, empower organizations to move beyond reactive security measures and embrace a proactive stance against cyber threats. By analyzing historical attack data, identifying vulnerabilities within their infrastructure, and staying abreast of emerging threat intelligence, organizations can effectively anticipate and mitigate risks, strengthening their defenses and safeguarding their valuable assets. In the digital age, where interconnectedness brings both immense opportunities and unprecedented risks, complacency is not an option. By embracing the power of IDS and IPS, integrating them seamlessly into a comprehensive security strategy, and fostering a culture of proactive defense, organizations can confidently navigate the complex world of cybersecurity and protect their most valuable assets from the ever-present threat of cyber attacks.